Coach, you saw, Olympian said before Connors cut him off. Connors raised his voice and said, "One word from anyone while I'm speaking, and I promise to deliver misery on all of you." Connors paused to make sure he was heard and obeyed. "I have super hearing, and I heard how you spoke to your teammate, Olympian. I know you girls are sticking up for your friend, but forcing him to be sorry won't make him sorry. It will only make him bitter. Any of you has a problem, you come and see me. Girls, I'll take care of this. When Olympian comes back to the hotel, you all have a good apology waiting for him. Now go." She and Bioforce touched Virtuoso, and they were gone. Connors turned and squared off with Olympian. Connors stared at Olympian with his combat face. It was a nonverbal communication that Olympian understood. He softened and let go of his hard look. "You are to protect your team at all times, at all costs. There is no excuse for being unkind to one of your own. Do you have anything to say for yourself?" "I was just talking to him like I would one of my brothers. We rip on each other all the time. I didn't think it was a big deal," Olympian pleaded. "Midas isn't one of your brothers. You need to tell him what you just told me and apologize for not treating him with respect." "I will. And never, under any circumstances, threaten anyone on this campus. I don't care how angry you are. You come to me with your problems." "Coach, what kind of hitter runs to his mother with his problems? What kind of superhero threatens a girl 1,000,000 times weaker?" Olympian felt truly ashamed. "You're right. I need to tell her I'm sorry, too. I won't do that again. Look, I need to tell you something," Connors said as he placed an arm around Olympian's shoulder. "I can do DNA modeling like no one else. I don't brag about it, but it's what helps me always pick the best team. Your DNA has told me its secrets. You are an unexpected power spike in an already powerful line. Your powers will just continue to grow until your strength is second only to my own. If I'm right, and I usually am, you'll break a 3,000,000-ton lift while you're still here at Alpha." Olympian couldn't believe what he was being told. "Achilles can only lift about 60,000 tons, and he's the next strongest person in my family. I know what he can do. I also know what you'll become. That's why I expect so much from you. If I seem hard on you, it's not because I want you to fail. I want you to rise to the challenge." "Thanks," Olympian said thoughtfully. "Your faith in me means a lot. When I was recruiting for hitter for this team, I could have picked any Superboy on the planet. You stood head and shoulders above the crowd. I need you to display that in your character as well." "I will. On my ancestors, I will." "Good. Now go and get along with your team. Be the big man." Olympian flew from the pit toward the hotel. Growing muscles is the easy part, Connors thought as he stopped to look up at the stars. "Someday, soon," he said out loud. Midas was talking with Saber about how fast Saber's home city was built. Saber was animated, talking about the world's tallest building, the world's biggest shopping mall, the world's best hotel, and on and on. Midas had read about Dubai, but at his age had never really traveled. It seemed like the other side of the world. He knew he was in the Australian desert, but there were so few people here. It wasn't like Alpha was a whole city, maybe a village. "I think I would like to see that sometime," Midas said. "My family has an inland estate and another villa by the sea. If you ever wanted to visit, I'm sure we could take the villa for the day," Saber said. "I think that would be great, if we could get it past Coach." Midas made note of how Saber had started to open up to the other Alphas. When Saber first arrived, he was very reserved and didn't talk much. They were all noticing the change. The girls of First Team and Olympian made peace when he returned. Olympian then made peace with Midas. This sparked a long talk between Midas and Olympian that brought them closer. Darkspeed saw all this happening around him and approached the returning Connors. After getting a summary of events from his coach, Darkspeed said, "I'm glad I wasn't in on this." "Be glad, but remember, if you see it again, let me know," Connors said. "Does this happen with every team you coach?" Connors laughed out loud. "History really does repeat itself. If you ever become a coach, you'll know exactly what I mean. Fat chance, I'm going to be a leader." "That's what I always thought. It's funny how life plays unexpected tricks on you."